Angela, tell me how, I have been frequently asked this, we've received letters, fans of Angela Davis, and some brothers and sisters don't understand your concept of communism. They don't understand, they cannot, let's say, reconcile blackness and communism. What is your philosophy in that respect?
Well, first of all, I think that black people, particularly black youth and brown youth, are beginning to see through the lies and distortions of the government and are beginning to see that much of what has been said about communism in this country is simply not true. The reason I am a communist is because I feel that only through a total revolution, which is going to overthrow the capitalist control of the economy, which will seize the wealth from all of the giant corporations that exploit and control the lives of all working people, but particularly black people. And see, I feel that the reason why racism is so blatant and has been a part of the history of black people from the time we were first kidnapped from the shores of Africa is because it has helped those capitalists gain more and more profit. And if you look at any factory, any plant, who does the worst jobs? Who gets paid the smallest salaries? It's black people. So racism serves as a buttress, as a justification for super exploitation. And I feel that if we're going to talk about the total liberation of black people, we first have to liberate ourselves from the material conditions of our oppression. And the material conditions of our oppression are no jobs, or bad jobs, unemployment, bad housing, bad medical care, and all of the kinds of things that will be eradicated under socialism. I think, however, that there's been a lot of confusion, even in the movement, even among sisters and brothers who are fighting for liberation about what communism is all about. People have talked about black people being used by communists. And I think that really underestimates our ability as black people to be leaders. And not only to lead ourselves, but to lead white people also. And as a communist in this country, I see that the greatest revolutionary potential exists among black and brown people.
Angela, let me ask the classic question.
And so just one more thing, and I'd like to make the point that when I talk about a communist revolution, I'm talking about a revolution which encompasses the vast majority of people in this country who are working people, but a revolution which is led by people of color, working people of color.
Would you see this as a means of, one, eradicating racism as well as classism?
The two are inextricably combined. As I said before, racism, in terms of its material base, means super exploitation economically. It means that black people get the worst of the entire lot economically. It also means that the capitalist, the boss, is able to divide black workers from white workers. Why? Because he tells the white worker that his problem is not those who control his lives, those who take his labor and turn it into profit for themselves, but his problem is the black man who's trying to get his job. And so racism is operated as a divisive force to prevent the emergence of a real revolution in this country.
I study Mao Zedong's tongue, the young gun, lock, load and bust one, champion with it like ba-da-pa-pa-pum-pum. Lebanon gorillas hit an Abram from 10 yards with little pebbles. I call it strength and all. But when it's broadcast on Robin, they savages like Tarzan. They never give the background story, they rather jam your freak pussy with trickery. Headline news, it's nothing new, and if it's only half the truth, it ain't true.